Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Well, the ship on the tip of everybody's lips seems to be the Python Mk2. But how good is it as a Titan bomber? We're going to find out. By now, a lot of commanders must be sick of hearing the words Python Mk2. It's one of those recent ships to come out for Elite Dangerous and represents a variant of an existing ship. But what does a bomber actually do? Well, a bomber is a military aircraft that drops bombs. There you go. A high-speed jet with twin engines. That's the definition of a bomber in relation to an aircraft off the interwebs. So who am I to argue? It certainly seems to fit the bill, but as we know, the Python Mk2 does have certain limitations. It's not all sunshine, unicorns and rainbows, and some cunning engineering is going to have to take place for it to be effective in the roles that you want it to do. It's moved from being a cargo ship, the Python Mk1, a multi-role superiority ship, I would say, that's what I would call it, to being a fighter-based ship. Fighter, bomber, they're not the same. So straight off the bat, that 2D beam laser is okay with the, efficient weapon, thermal vent. Have to get a little bit closer. No problems there, but it does cool the ship. So I'm glad I went for the Class 2 as opposed to the Class 1 weapon. Now, once that opens, it's going to see if this ship can maneuver okay inside the maelstrom with the Titan. I've got no doubt it'll be able to do it, but we'll be able to do it as good as the Fer-de-Lance and the Crate Mk2. Okay, so I'm ready, and here comes the vent. The vent is about to open up. Now, it's probably not going to be the ship that's the problem, more likely my flying. We all know what my flying's all about. So here we go, we're off. Pyown, off goes the torpedo. Trying to get a little bit of temperature down as well. Not much though. Torpedoes away, so that's 2 vents down, going for the 3rd. The boost is good on this ship. We're getting a lot of speed. A lot of speed. It kind of wallows a little bit though. I don't think it's quite as nimble as some of the other ships, like the Fer-de-Lance, like I've mentioned before in the AX fighter video. Going up to this one, can we get it? Yeah, we can. Are we able to get another? My flying's not quite as tight. I think that vent's going to close. It's closed. Right, let's swing round and give it to the core. Now, this is the bit here I find the Python doesn't respond quite as well to. Right, so the core's exposed. And I find the ship wallowing a little bit. Not quite as tight as what I could do. But here I am able to get some damage in on the core, provided I can get my reticule right. Ooh, misses, it's all about the reticule. We're scoring some damage. Good 16 points there, even with my terrible flying. And I think if I get a bit more practice on this particular core and get it sorted out, I'll probably get to at least 20-25 points worth of damage, if not more. So good for me. Terrible flying, that goes without saying. No need to put that in the comments, but I'm sure you all will. Did the ship handle okay? Yes, it did. Let's take a look at the build for this, shall we? Okay then, time to take you through the build of the Titan bomber as I see it at the moment. I mean, people are going to make better builds than this. This is what I managed to get in, looking at heat as being my primary enemy. In fact, so we've got an AX missile rack pre-engineered. We've got another pre-engineered missile rack. We've gone for the C's here, which, have the bigger ammo clip size. This one here, the enhanced missile rack, it's not our friend. I didn't have another one. I'm going to replace it. I'm going to pop in AX pre-engineered because this has got an ammo clip size of 16. I mean, we could put all 16s in there and definitely not have a problem with power, but I thought I want to do as much as I possibly can. So we're going to swap that one out. Got the Guardian nanite torpedo, and I've got a laser down here, a beam laser. Now this beam laser is an efficient weapon with thermal vent. We're going to see how that goes. In the utility mounts, because I am lacking quite distinctly lacking power. The neutralizer, heatsink launcher, caustic sink, those two are engineered up with additional ammunition. Cool stuff. Can I get another one in? Another caustic sink launcher? Just, right? So we'll equip that as well. We're right on the edge here, right? Right on the edge. Core internals, so military grade, I didn't have any engineering pinned for that, but I've left that as normal. Power plant, I've gone for low emissions thermal spread. Now this is probably going to hurt me somewhat, but I wanted the ship to run cold. So again, we're going to have to see what goes on. Only 4 jobbies by there, but thermal spread. The thrusters, dirty drive and thermal spread. Frameshift drive, yeah, increased frameshift drive range and mass manager to see how far this thing is going to jump, and it's the SEO frameshift drive, so the new one. And then we've got the life support in there, lightweight. I've got power distributor, charge enhanced, but with flow control. Sensors are going to be long range, and of course some fuel tank for the go-go juice. Hull reinforcements, I'm running shieldless, okay, totally running shieldless. And I got 2 fuel tanks to help out with the juice requirements from the SEO. So that's what we're going to see if it all works lovely. We're just going to pop over here into the right hand panel. We're going to make sure we've got everything sorted out, which we have. In the right hand panel we're going to go into ships all the way down here. Armor 2329. Let's see what we can do. What can possibly go wrong with this? Let's go and see if we can get into Haddad and give it a bit of the beef. Okay then, here we go again. The vents are opening. We're off. Right, torpedoes away. On with the boost. There you go, our boost is getting right up there to 526. Now onto the second vent. Here we go. Vent number 2. Pow. There you go. A little bit of beam laser. Obviously I can't do 3 or 4 things at the same time. More boost again. Onto vent 3. There you go. Moving into vent 4. So our temperatures are about 39, 40 and dropping. There goes the torpedo. Onto the 5th vent. Are we going to get the 5th vent? We might. Yes, we are. Cool. I don't think 6 is going to be a goer. It isn't. Let's swing it around. We're wallowing again. Right, we switched to our missiles. There's the core coming out. Right, start to lay on some damage. So, in all, not a bad experience. And I think, you know, with this ship and the way it handles, it's going to take commanders an awful lot of time to sort of like get used to it. Although perhaps not as much time as me. So if a mediocre commander like myself in flying can cause this amount of beef, what can somebody with a little bit of, I don't know, stuff about them, what are they going to be able to do? I mean, to be fair, I think the ship is performing really well. I think the build is okay, needs a bit more tweaking. But in short, not bad. So there you have it, my initial Titan bomber, the Python Mk2. Do you think the build's okay? What would you change? Hey, let me know in the comments if you're still with me. I'd be interested to find out. I've been Ricardo, thanks very much for watching, like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.